Morozov was a thug, a bully and a criminal. Clive had worked with him before the war, but clearly didn't trust him. If we'd had a choice, we would have worked with another colorful, honorable scoundrel like Ahmed. Trouble is, you don't always have a choice. Morozov needed pilots to do his dirty work for him, and this time he wouldn't be flying with any official sanction. Unlike McIntyre with his neat mustache and pressed uniform, Morozov did not look at me with disdain or arrogance. There would be no coded meanings or coy military euphemisms. We would be exploiting the war and getting paid for it. The lack of pretense, at least, was refreshing. Morozov was clearly a villain, but I thought his love of money would protect us. As it turned out, he had his mind on a bigger game, and his greed would put us in far greater danger than I had ever imagined.
Morozov's man is waiting near Baku, the marked landing point. It's a damn waste of your talent delivering documents. We're not a postal service.
It's a test, Tommy. He wants to know if he can trust us. I'll bet the exchange point will be patrolled as well. He'll want to test my nerve. Just like I said, Tommy, a Russian patrol. I don't want to have to shoot these guys down.
Don't lose focus, Dee Dee. If it's a choice between them and you, it's an easy choice.
Frankly, I'd rather they never knew I was here. I see the contact. I'm landing.
Fly inland rather than directly to the drop point. That should help avoid patrols.
Well, it's done. Perhaps Morozov will trust me on something bigger now.
We'll have to wait and see what happens next. Come on home, Dee Dee. don't have to do this, Dee Dee. The factory is Russian-owned, and I know you don't want the Red Army after you.
It's a military target, Thomas. More to the point, it's our way out of this war considering my price. A few bombs from now and all our troubles will be over.
Well, you'll need to take out the 3 watchtowers to have any hope of escaping this alive. I'll mark them.
That's the first one down.
Good work.
Tommy, what happened?
No idea. Some sort of interference? Keep flying.
That's the second installation. One to go. Thomas?
Naito, do you read me?
Work, Dee Dee. Sorry about the radio. Whoever this night owl is, she shouldn't bother us again.
I need to keep a clear head, Thomas. This is serious.
Last chance to back out, Dee Dee.
There was never a choice. I want out of this goddamn war. I'm sick of murdering rookie pilots on their first combat flight. I'm sick of living while everyone else dies. I'm sick of that filth they call meat in those cabins. I intend to survive this war, Tommy. I refuse to die like my father. Better to live as a villain than die as a hero. The Russians have one less factory to produce bombs and guns. And I have a much fatter purse.
You need to survive to get paid. Go to the mark point, and whatever you do, don't let them see you. You have to stay on scene for this one, so we're taking the safest route possible.
Morozov better be where he says he is. I want my money. I want this over with.
One step at a time, Dee Dee.
I've not been spotted yet. Your navigation's working out.
Of course. I'll set the next waypoint. Hold on.
Thomas?
It's Night Owl again. Carry on, Dee Dee. She may have something useful to say.
Thing is Morozov, German infiltrator.
Tommy? Is that Night Owl? Did I hear the name Morozov?
Ah, sorry, boss. Wrong dude, Anna. Can't work this thing so well.
Clive? Where's Tommy? Damn it, we're so close. Find Tommy, you drunken fool. This isn't a game. I don't see anything.
Keep looking.
I hear something. It's an ambush.
Get out!
Too late. Get yourselves out of here. I'm not going to make it this time.
Don't give up yet, Dee Dee. We'll fight our way out together.
shouldn't be alive, Tommy. Thank you. It appears I have not inherited the famous Durbeck nonchalance in the face of death.
This night owl tipped me off at the last second. We can't trust Morozov. We need to contact that woman. She knows more than we do.
Well, you both better get back here anyhow. I don't think it's safe in the sky.
This is a bad idea, Dee Dee. We need to keep a low profile.
According to your new girlfriend on the radio, Morozov has a plan. He could have paid me off, but he chose to try to kill me instead. Maybe if I give him a second chance, I can learn something useful.
What a fine, oh-so-Durbeckian ruse. I'll plot a coastal course. Do try to avoid unnecessary trouble.
Damn it, Tommy, boats! They're German! God, there's a dozen or more.
Nazis? Here? But they're miles from the front.
Well, I doubt they're lost.
Don't cogitate. Get the hell out of there!
They aren't heavily armed. I've got to do something, Tommy. I'm going in for a bombing run. Damn, that shouldn't feel so good. I'm going after the rest.
Russian planes, maybe 4. They're fighting.
I see them. I'm going to have to get these before I can get out of here. Damn it! I'm out of here. How do we get mixed up in this?
Don't think about it, Dee Dee. Just come home.
This is Night Owl, broadcasting to the free people of Europe.
That was how she introduced herself every night. And every night we would huddle around Tommy's battered radio set to wait for Night Owl to broadcast her messages of hope and defiance in 3 different languages. We knew of the Red Orchestra, of course, a Russian resistance movement operating throughout Europe, fighting the Nazis at the risk of their own lives. Nothing to do with us. There's no profit in resistance, I thought. But there she was, talking to me. And she knew what was going on, what the Nazis were after in Azerbaijan, what Morozov had been chasing, an experimental Russian aircraft codenamed Black Wing.
This is
The plane's around here somewhere, Dee Dee. You'll have to locate it with the radio. Oh, I patched in Night Owl for assistance.
Our fairy godmother.
I am no fairy. When I die, no amount of applause will bring me back. You, however, are a foolish young woman who commits atrocity for money.
Now, hold on.
It does not matter. Locate Black Wing and you can redeem yourself.
There she is. She's in the air, Tommy. Damn, now what?
Follow Black Wing, Durbeck. You must bring her down as close to our transport crew as possible.
Stay unseen, Dee Dee. I'll let you know when to force her down. down now. Don't blow her up.
Ignore any escorts until she's grounded. Black Wing is the priority.
I know my job. A few bursts of machine gun fire should do it. Blackwing's down. Where's the transport?
My people are committed and fearless. They are there.
You need to defend them until they escape, Dee Dee.
I've got incoming.
Defend the transport until Black Wing is secure.
More birds, Dee Dee.
How long does it take to strap a plane to a truck?
Transport is almost clear. One moment longer.
Good work, Dee Dee. One Russian superplane rescued from Nazi hands.
Which just leaves one loose end. Morozov.
This is a bad idea.
I seem to specialize in them.
I understand that Morozov has a Nazi escort and that you need support, but tricking the Russian Air Force? It's suicide.
I just need them to follow me, Tommy. Once they meet the Germans, they'll forget about little Didi, and Morozov will be mine. That got their attention. Lead me to Morozov, Tommy.
Fly fast. Your new friends aren't so friendly.
Let them fight each other. It's Morozov that I want. Tommy, where's Morozov? This is chaos. I'm more likely to die by accident than design.
We've located the base of operations, Black Wing. Follow the marker.
Black Wing? Did I inherit a code name?
It's seems suitable.
There! Morozov! I see him! Morozov's dead.
How does it feel?
I feel no different. It all feels so futile, Tommy. It's done. I've murdered the man who made me a murderer.
I've been talking to Night Owl. She has some ideas of what we might do next, I mean.
I'm sure she does. I felt drunk at that moment. My head span and my teeth ached as I ground them together. The world became a dull roar. All that existed was Morozov's plane perfectly framed in my sights. I felt a brief moment of satisfaction as he fell from the sky. Smoke curled from his plane, flames licking hungrily around its engine. I spitefully hoped that he was still alive to feel the terror of that moment. I like to think that I wasn't myself. To kill in war is not murder, but Morozov had made me a murderer. All those innocents in the factory I bombed, it was unforgivable. And my vengeance against Morozov didn't wash clean my sins. It was yet more blood on my hands. I had learned that money cannot pay for everything.
What's the deal with you and the girl? You're not related, are you?
Oh no, I flew with her father in the Great War. We got close after Cape Heliz. I was never fond of killing people, but somehow protecting people was even harder. With every mistake I made, it felt as though I was executing some brave Anzac soldier who was relying on his air cover as much as his own squad. It was vital we lose no more than 2/5 of the Anzac forces. That was the instruction from the brass. So those of us in the sky shot each other down until the operation was deemed a success or a failure. I didn't see much of Guillaume de Becker this time out. Not until after the battle, when he caught up with me in the hospital.
Hospital? You were down?
That's right. Cape Heliz is where I joined the Survivors Club. I think that's why Guillaume approached me as much as anything. All his friends were dead. He was all alone. They just kept coming that day. I still dream about it sometimes. As I said, Guillaume caught up with me in the hospital, sneaked in a cigar and a hip glass of whiskey that we shared, and he gave me a crumpled picture of a baby girl with a scrawled address upon the back. Hedging his bets is what Guillaume said. We barely knew each other, but we were closer than most, all of our friends being dead now. He wanted to know that if he bought it, there'd be someone to look after his little girl. She didn't have a mother, not anymore. He gave out more than one of those pictures, I'm sure. I don't think he imagined he'd live for long. He fell out of the sky too often. And of all the people he gave a picture to, well, I was the one that found her first. And that's when I quit drinking. I began to try to bring her up. Her old man. There's a lot of him in her, you know.